Stocks slumping today as investors were confronted by more disappointing economic data. But volume at the New York Stock Exchange was some of the lowest that we've seen all year. Elizabeth Faublas is at the New York Stock Exchange with the details. Elizabeth.
Hello, Pim. How are you? Well, you know what? Economic data today serving more as an approach with caution sign on Wall Street. Investors taking a look into our wallets and not pleased at all with what they saw. We saw personal income rose less than expected in July, and that data comes courtesy of the Commerce Department. Now, that pullback, as you mentioned, adding to the reports that have been streaming in since last week, pointing toward a slowdown in growth during the second half of the year. Now, what could have been perceived as some upside, which was the fact that spending was up in July, fell short of being too positive, since without consistent growth in income, any increase in spending may be short-lived. That in mind, let's take a look at how stocks fared in the last session. Pretty steep losses across the board. We had the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ taking a nasty slide.
Now, Elizabeth, on the flip side of that, corporate America not being conservative with cash on this so-called merger Monday, for example.
You are so right about that. Corporate America not too squeamish about spending a lot of money to expand their businesses. First off, we had Intel agreeing to buy the wireless operations of Infineon Technologies for about $1.4 billion. And this gives Intel a foothold in the mobile phone business, which has struggled to crack for more than a decade. Intel closing out the day Intel closing out the day on the low side. We also have 3M talking about merger Monday, more than just Post-its right now, especially after agreeing to buy Cogent for $943 million. Cogent manufactures those fingerprint identification systems for governments and companies, so this helps 3M expand its security services products. And finally, we have Sanofi Aventis going public with an $18.5 billion cash offer for Genzyme. The twist there is the biotech company rejecting Sanofi's offer, saying it undervalued their pipeline and efforts to fix manufacturing issues.
Thank you very much. Elizabeth Faublas reporting from the New York Stock Exchange.
You're very welcome.
Now